Okay, it's the next day. I've never done upholstery before, but I bought this tool and those hog rings, and Justin put this on. Again, we're not going to use the seat cover, but we just wanted to see if we could do it. So now that we know we can do it, we can do upholstery. Going over here, we just used I just seam sealed everything. I'll just spray it black. And I just got some, where's that caulk? I named the full tube. It's just it's a poly type. But if you do, in other words, I don't want to spend 30 bucks or whatever it is on a tube of seam sealer when you can just buy an off. Just look at what the ingredients are and then buy something close. Or don't do anything at all, it's your car. And then I got this, I don't know if I was talking about it, this Jude insulation. I think they call it Jude, J-U-J-E or something like that. I'm gonna try it on the fender wells. Just to start, I might put it on the floor. I don't want to put that sound deadening on the floor because I had that other car, if you go back to my old videos, and somebody had put that on the floor, and once you put that stuff on there, it's never coming on. And I'm not going to drive this in the rain anyway. So that's what we're doing today. Taking all the loose stuff off with the needler. Needle something.
Needler.
Put some undercoating in a can. Well, yeah, we're just doing miscellaneous stuff. So this is the ducts I was missing. And he's going to try to, well, we got to figure out how to put it together. So there's 1, 2 there, and then one goes on the other side. It hooks to the end of that one. Okay, to put the ducts in, we had to take the radio out, which was all, wiring was all screwed up anyway. And to take the console out, you got to take the console box out. And there's some wires down in there, or bolts down in here. So, one thing leads to another.
Okay, going to weld this right here and leave these because we need those. So, because it wasn't T-topped originally, so he put this on thus far. I just need to finish up the weld in there some, and then the same on this side. So, got a little tab and all I've clamped together to make it easy on me. Alrighty.
Yeah, just to sidetrack, I'm going to throw this in, and you're going to see it, Justin, when you watch the video when I post it. You just pressure wash the patio because it was getting mold from this table. This table was all moldy, and some rust spots from some chairs. And now I asked him to do the garage. after I caught from the car for a couple hours, but last week I just been putting this hose bib in the front of the garage because there wasn't one. When I bought this house, the only hose bib was way in the back. In the past, we put one on this side, one on the other side. I put this one in the front. And then you put this light in. For the hose bib, we just tried to tie it into that black tube going up. That's the insulation. There's the hose bib. Yeah, since I took this ashtray out, I might as well sandblast it. There's 4 ball bearings that go in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They slide in here. So I'm going to sandblast it. Okay, this is after. Took about 10 minutes. And these 4 ball bearings, it goes 2 on this side, 2 on that side. Then it rides in this. Let's see, where am I? I think it rides on the inside, but right now this is still kind of wet. So I can't lose these ball bearings. So I'll try to get a shot of this. This goes in the car first. Put the screw up through here. And then this is going to slide into that. I just don't want to do it because the paint's kind of wet. But that's how it goes. So we're putting these wire tracks in. They go on before the sill plate. Mine were all rusted out. Again, we are just making sure everything's ready to go in, but these can stay in unless I have problems with the wiring. And here's the old ones. Well, I guess, what did you do with the old ones?
They're on the sawhorses over there with the scrap metal.
And here's the old ones. So I only have one of these. The new ones I got, they're in a box. They got the Fisher emblem up there. And these wire guards, you know, you can get all kinds of prices, but I got them for like half price. Just kept looking around. The only problem was I had to bend it a little bit right in this area. So you just kind of put them on, and you just, the way you can tell that when you're lined up is when the screw holes line up. And let's see. F. Barney Warehouse. That's where I got the new ones of these. I think this is an aftermarket because it doesn't have a, or unless there's a Fisher tag glued in there once upon a time. Okay, so we're just going through some parts. So, I've talked about it before, but I'm just going to go through it again. You got to have this if you have a T-top. This goes right there. So this one's the passenger side. And the driver's side, see they're opposite. Then you got the front headliner trim. I got 2 of those. Again, just for people that, for basket, for people that just have a bunch of parts, they don't know where they go. So the headliner piece is about 40 and a half, the front headliner. The rear headliners are longer. Again, I can't really measure, they're on a curve, so I'm just going to measure it straight across. About 47. About 47. So again, this piece is going to go the rear. In the front I can't show because the camera's not set up, but the front's going to basically go the same way. Also, you can identify the rear. It's got 2 holes. The front doesn't have that. In other words, 2 holes right in the center. So that's front and rear headliner. I got 2 of each. I'll pick what I want later. Headliner. The pieces of the T-top. And then when I got them, there's this like plastic guide that slipped in here somehow. I'm not going to put it in right now. Probably to protect the headliner, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. Then we got the HVAC in, if you can see it. I'm just going to zoom in. He's putting one more screw. Anyway, those 3 parts that were in the earlier, this is spread over about 4 days. So we got those 3 pieces of the ducting that went together. They're in, but we had to take the console out, or we suggest. No, you have to, right?
No, you didn't have to, but it definitely makes it easier.
It makes it 10 times easier to take the console out and the radio. And it was the wrong radio anyway. So there's the console we took out. And to take the console out, you got to take the box out, whatever you want to call it. What would you call that? Storage box.
Storage compartment.
And looking at this,
There's just 2 screws in the
there's a
box.
piece of material on here, so you could replace it with whatever you wanted. So that's going to go in like something like that. And then there's a I think I'm not sure right now. Power windows or power locks? Let me think. I don't know right now. But anyway, that goes in there. This one's all. So this is what it looks like. It's got these really screwy slip-on fittings, but this one is frozen. It won't. Well, that one won't even rebound. If you can see that. But again, we're marking everything, putting it away so we can do something else tomorrow. What's today? Thursday?
Yeah.
And then to close this out, the steering wheel was never on this car, so I found these pieces inside here, and we got to figure out what if it even goes with this car. At this time, I don't know. So just to clarify my earlier mumbling, this is the window switch. Again, everybody that has a running car knows all this stuff, but so the power door lock switch is on the bezel. I'm going to zoom in on it. Let's move the camera. Well, the button is, I'll just point to it. If you have power locks, power door lock, that's the power door lock switch. And the one next to it is the rear window defroster. And the radio that came out of here, just for the heck of it. Was an old JVC. I remember everything was JVC back in about, for me anyway, the late 80s, early 90s. I remember buying a JVC receiver and a VCR. Cassette car receiver.